Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Alexis, aka Alexis Regime. Follow me on Instagram, and this is the Crowns Up podcast. Keep your crowns up.
Yo, what's poppin', family? It's the kid, Professor X. Welcome to another lovely edition of the Crowns Up podcast. I'm pretty sure this is like episode 8 or 9. I don't remember, but you know it's the place giving you the best in hip hop, faith, and culture. You know, we keeping your crown fit and your soul lit, man. Trying to inspire you to be the king and queen you were designed and destined to be. So we appreciate all our fans, YouTubers, those on SoundCloud. If you listening on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Tidal, Spotify, or if you just sitting there on IGTV or something like that, we appreciate y'all too, man. Make sure you subscribe to us on all social media at Crowns Up Pod. That's CROWNSUPPOD, Crowns Up Pod. I got a special guest in the building today. She's a homie from up top, Jersey, stand up, all right? You know what I mean? She's a phenomenal person, great promotional, and she's hilarious, all right? Y'all give it up for my girl, Alexis.
What's up?
Lex, what up, baby?
I'm feeling great. Good to see you.
Appreciate you coming to the podcast.
Of course, you know I had to bless you.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all good. So, Lex, for those that don't know anything about you or anything, let them know what you about. You know, if you like, watching sappy, girl flick movies or whatever like that.
Why you gotta
listening to
stereotype
country
us like that?
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Too.
I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just let them know what you about. What's going on?
Okay, I'll be real basic. Well, I'm a recent transfer to Atlanta, recently from Jersey, North Jersey, not South Jersey. Don't put me in that category. I mean, I love Jersey overall, but North Jersey, South Jersey, completely different.
Yeah.
Okay, I work for V103, which is in Atlanta. Please holler at me, promotions. I can hook you up. I may hook you up. I don't want to put that out there.
Man,
I could be a plug, but you just got to be nice to me.
I need some Queen and Slim tickets, man. I need you to hook me up, son.
Okay, I can give you something. you just got to be discreet with it. Because some people ain't discreet, like, yo, the plug. First off, you're not supposed to yell out the plug in public.
Facts.
But that's all you can know about me right now. Oh, but follow me on Alexis_Regine, and that's Alexis with 3 S's, y'all.
On what?
On Instagram.
Okay.
Y'all can't have my Twitter yet, because Twitter, because some people can only handle Twitter.
You're a different Lex.
Well, I speak my mind.
Okay.
On Instagram,
pictures
are worth 1,000 words, you can guess. But on Twitter, I said what I said.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
She said what she said,
Indeed.
no typos, okay?
Indeed.
All right. Facts. All right, so Lex, we got to get into what's good with the culture, all right?
Yeah.
So what's good with the culture, that's our segment to talk about what's happening in our hip-hop news and streets. First off, shout out to my homeboy, Colin Kaepernick. I'm saying homeboy like I know the man. But yo,
it's okay. He ride for us.
He ride for us, okay? If you don't know, Colin Kaepernick is having a private workout here in the city of Atlanta, and there's supposed to be a whole lot of people looking at him, including the Atlanta Falcons. I think they said the Dolphins and some more people are going to be looking at him. He's been training 3 years straight, non-stop, still getting busy, all right? And there's a lot of people who probably need his help, okay? A lot of teams probably need a good quarterback, okay?
Just a little something.
Shoot, I know the Falcons could use him, okay? Matty Rice, it might be time to retire, When you just win your second game, dog, we need to talk about it. Let's talk about how big of a deal is it that Cap is, got some scouts looking at him. What's up?
That's extremely big compared to last year when he was getting no calls, constantly criticized within the media.
Yeah.
Basically, man, just hang up your jersey. It's over for you.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Colin is I'm good with or without it. Now, if you put me on your team, I'm great. If not, I still got a whole other thing going on for me. He actually made a career out of, standing out.
Yeah,
taking a knee.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was big.
Yeah.
Just for taking it. Even though people knew who Colin Kaepernick was as a football player, people really started looking at him once he took the knee. You know what I mean?
So I think I was talking to some people earlier, and they were trying to say that he might be actually better. And I had a conversation, and if you've been following Crowns Up, then me and Be Easy got into this conversation. Shout out to Be Easy if you watch this, about whether or not he's actually better not going back to the NFL than he is if he does. I personally think that it would be so great that if he came back, won a Super Bowl with somebody just to show up, because he already took the 49ers to a Super Bowl, and although they lost that one, you know what I mean? If he's still good in shape and he got a good squad around him, good coaching, I don't see why not. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he's better than half these quarterbacks out there. You know what I mean? So
and you had nothing but time.
To
get it right.
To get perfect, okay?
Like at those practices in ATL, okay, I need you to burst through these damn doors like, oh, this is what we've been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want scouts looking at you like, so. You know, all them interviews you be doing, you know what I mean? All them Instagram posts you be preaching. Really?
But I still think, regardless whether he gets put on or not, what he's doing for the community speaks more volumes.
Absolutely.
And is necessary. You know what I mean? Because we need people to stand up for police injustice and social injustice, police brutality. And I think that although right now he's a martyr because he's taken more of the flack, he's also been raising more of the awareness, been raising more of the money. And so I think it's good. So if he gets on, it's like icing on the cake. But if not, I know he's going to be straight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially with that Nike contract. You know what I mean? Oof. You're going to be good. You know what I mean? Going to be good. So shout out to you, Cap. We standing or kneeling with you, family. You know what I mean? Black power all day. Also, we got to get into what's going on with Summer Walker. Okay. Shout out to all my Summer Walker fans.
Hey, right here.
I'm a Summer fan. You know what I mean? I like Summer. Summer's music is really good. You know what I mean? But if you haven't heard, Summer Walker has canceled some of her shows on her tour. I think it's called The First and the Last Tour.
Yep.
And she just dropped a multi-selling album called Over It. Features a lot of people. Was like number one, you know, in the country and stuff like that. You know, she had Playing Games. She's famous for the Girls Need Love joint.
That Drake just had to get on.
That Drake had to get on. You know what I mean? But what Summer is saying is that she's an introvert. Yeah. And sometimes the touring and all the things that come with the show business messes with her social anxiety.
Right.
So what's your take on Summer trying to take some time for herself to try to, you know, get back to who she is, I guess, or not, you know, going on a tour as a fan?
Okay, let's just start off. She's her own woman. She's not entitled to do anything for anybody. Hey, I just have a special talent. I can sing, I can make good music, and I'm giving y'all music. That's really all she needs to give us. She didn't even really have to give us a tour if she really did not want to.
Yeah.
I mean, we should appreciate, because we already knew, and she already said from jump, hey, I have social anxiety. She did this as a gift to her fans.
Yeah.
And I feel bad that people are kind of throwing it in her face like, well, if you didn't want to be a star, why would you do this? But it's like, well, you guys liked my music. And it's way more into it than just, well, why did I? It's not always just about her.
Yeah.
Her management,
publicity,
and she gotta live.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I need to make money.
Yeah.
Like, some people are working jobs they hate to work. But why are you working here? You're not even really into it. My student loans keep coming in. They're consistent. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
And I like the fact that she touches on the topic, because you don't really hear that topic talked about like that, because there's tons of people, and I'm pretty sure a lot of celebrities deal with social anxiety that you don't really see as much. Like to me, even though Beyonce fan till the day I die, I think she has like a small form of social anxiety, because she like rarely comes out. She, like, when's the last time she's really done an interview?
Right. She don't really do an interview unless it's on her own.
Like on her own. I mean, she's Beyonce. Like at this point, once you get to Beyonce status,
she ain't really got to. You know what I mean?
But I think she worked that hard just so look, I don't have to deal with nobody. If I work this extra hard, if I make these type of albums, if I reciprocate what my fans want from me, then maybe I can get a little bit of flack. You know what I mean?
I think so. As a human being, I respect her. I respect what she's saying, right? But I also do understand people coming at her like, yo, but did you not read the fine lines when you decided you wanted to, you know, be in the music industry? Because the music industry requires you to be out there. Granted, things have changed, right? You don't have to be out there. You could be anonymous if you want to. You could be Frank. You could pop in and pop out. I mean, it's up to you. But if you really want to build a connection with people, people want to know your thoughts. They want to know why you're writing what you're writing. They want to see you. And especially because a lot of the money that artists get now is from tour. You know what I mean? Like direct to you comes from what you do on a tour. You know, and people want to see you live.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't think you should sacrifice your health for your job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that there's a way, because the music industry has made it so that she can be that way. She can retreat, still drop phenomenal projects, come out and do a show here and there when she wants to. You know what I'm saying? She could be Lauryn Hill. You know what I mean? Like,
for real.
You know, popping out. You know, she's
not even showing up.
Right? She's not the only artist. You know, Wale talks about his anxiety and stuff like that, which is why the reason why he is the way he is. So, Summer, keep your head up, keep your crowns up. We're gonna support you regardless because you're dropping great music, and hopefully this time away for you to retreat and get back to being normal, whatever sense of normalcy you can have, refuse you. You know what I mean? So that's good. So last, as always, as we wrap up what's good with the culture, any new music you listen to? What you been bumping?
Okay, so of course Summer Walker. That's just been on my list for like the past month now.
Facts.
I'm sorry, that shit bangs.
It's okay.
But recently, Dave East, his Survival album.
So you heard Survival? How is it?
I haven't finished the whole thing,
Okay.
but let me see. I like Night Shift,
Okay.
Little Baby,
Mhm.
Give Me a Sign, or Need a Sign, with featuring Tiana Taylor.
Okay.
I like that, because I'm like, whoa, because you really had a basketball career, you
Yeah.
could have been out here.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think this could work too, and I think that's a really, I respect that, because people usually just take, this is working for me, so I'll just stick to this. But, and the music industry is so, spit you up, spit you out, type of thing.
You're right.
So, I really respect him for even taking that leap, because not a lot of people do that. And luckily, knock on wood, it worked out for you. You know what I'm saying? Because, but I think it's very relatable. That's why I really fuck with a track like that.
Yeah. I gotta listen to Survival. It's on my list. I'm a Davies fan, so I've heard some of the songs like Godfather of 4. I don't know if Alone is on the album, but Alone is a good jazz joint with Jacquees. And he got a track from Godfather of Harlem called Business is Business. I don't know if that's on the album, but that's pretty good too. So I'm checking for Davies. I've been bumping actually a mix I made. It's called Transplant Music.
Okay.
I gotta send it to you. Shout out to anybody who's been listening to it. If you want to go to soundcloud.com/Professor X. That's PROFEZZORX. And it'll be on there. It's for all those who's from the north that living in the south. And if you living in the north too, you might bump it too. I got cousins in New York and the Bronx and stuff like that.
Hey,
they like, yo, this is fire. So go listen to it. So Casanova, I've been bumping that album. It's pretty hard. Jim Jones, El Capo, that's pretty hard. I have been bumping a lot of just different stuff, but those two are the ones that really stand out. Oh, Wale. I've been bumping the Wale joint. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, I've been bumping those. So that's been pretty legit.
That's a pretty efficient list.
Yeah, man. So if you haven't listened to those albums or listened to Summer, you know what I mean? Oh, sorry. And Kairos by what's her name? She sings You. I don't know if she found it. Oh man, I'm so sorry. What is her name? She samples Cream by she's light skinned. No, she's a really good. She's from the Netherlands and stuff like that. I forgot her name, man. It's blowing me right now. But she's really good. If you haven't looked her up, go look up the album Kairos, and she'll come up. Her single's called You. And if she got a remix with Rick Ross and then another remix with Ghostface Killer, man, she's really good. We've been playing on V103. It's pretty dope. But dang, I'm gonna be tight because after this, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's her name. I'll be like, okay. But yeah. So we gotta get into the Crossroads. So the Crossroads segment of the show is our chance to deal with an issue of faith that may be plaguing or we're wrestling with as millennials or just a generation or a culture. And our Crossroads has to be dedicated to the one and only Mr. West, all right? Kanye Tiller, okay? Kanye West. Why? Because he is number one on 5 Billboard charts.
Not surprised.
5 Billboard charts. Why? Because he dropped this album called Jesus King. We haven't done a review of it. If you went asking, what's your thoughts, X, and blah, blah, blah. So you about to get it in a few. But the man is number one. Okay, so I think we got to talk about first, Lex. What's your thoughts on the album? What you think about him being number one on 5 different charts and making history?
That's fine.
And does it have any implications on us as millennials, or should we look some type of way, even if you're a follower of Jesus or not? Like, what's your take on all of it?
Okay. Well, first off, I did like the album.
Okay.
I thought it was very different from Kanye because I like people who can surprise me.
Yeah.
I don't like the same thing every time. I mean, if you're good at what you do, of course, stay with it.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see people come outside the box.
Yeah.
And that kind of exposes yourself to a different type of audience as an artist. And as an artist, I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I ain't an artist, but to me, I try to reach out to everybody, not just stick to target one type of audience, because this is the world. We're a huge melting pot. So, I fucks with him on that level. Now, the actual album itself, I like that he doesn't push church on you. He just kind of preaches, this is what God has done for me. I'm just telling you my story, my journey, how I've come to find God, how I come to serve him, and what my music does. So I appreciate that, because I don't like it when people just try to push, because there are people who aren't religious. There are some people who don't believe in God. So sometimes it can, you can apply pressure, hey, I think you should follow this, you should believe in this, and he does it in a way hey, even if you don't, I'm just telling you what's up.
Right.
You know? And so he takes you on that journey, especially with Hands On, how, he kind of talks about some of the comments that he made in the past, which were very controversial, that slavery was a choice. I said it. I said what I said. And he said what he said, and he acknowledged it. But he also acknowledges, hey, there are 1 in 3 black men now in jail. This is an issue. We got to get these men out, because some of these men in jail are for nothing. At least over 40% of men in jail are for nothing.
Right.
So I like that he acknowledges that. He's actually looking at the news, because when you hear from Kanye, he doesn't really directly talk about things that are happening, like the Me Too movement or anything like that, or Black Lives Matter. It's and he was a real advocate for us back in the day. So it's Kanye, where you at? Not saying he's entitled to do that, but just as his character, that's what you're most known for, making controversial statements. So, but I also what is Closed on Sunday? Because the thing about it is, social media, man, we spend way too much time on it. And I just like how he's put the selfies away. It's a resting day. Even God said it's a resting day. We can chill for a second. Let's acknowledge what's in front of us. Let's appreciate what's around us, and not be so absorbed in our phones, because we miss a lot of things going on just for being on our phone. You really could have missed the love of thank God you did it, because I know you married. Shout out to the married folks.
Shout out.
But imagine you were just looking on your phone, liking another girl, and your wife just happened to pass, you didn't even see it, and your friend's yo, you didn't see her? Nah, fam, I was looking at my phone. So I really do I just like what he acknowledges and what he expresses through the album. And the first song, if that don't make you want to stand up.
Hello, every hour, every minute, every second, every single millisecond. Comes down.
That makes me look, okay. I'm not one of those, but I will be into But
okay.
I do appreciate the album.
All right, so for me, I'm gonna be honest. First listen, I didn't like it. Because I had my hip hop ears on, and I was expecting him to come out and body everything. Why? Because I've been waiting for Ye to get on some real Jesus tip since College Dropout. He dropped Jesus Walks. Look, I even made a song sampling Jesus Walks. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, this is it. And when I heard it, I was like, I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Now, once I took off my hip hop ears, and I looked at it as a disciple, I was like, this is fire. Okay. The production is A1.
Absolutely.
Now, granted, he did have some bars. Nobody. They say you ain't being Christ-like, but nobody. They say you ain't being Christ-like, but nobody ever tell you when you being like Christ. You know what I mean? Bar. Okay. That's why I charge the price that I charge. I can't be dancing
So
with the stars. I will not allow my family to starve. I go hard. Like, that's on God. Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have everything we need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think those. What you gonna be like? You gonna do what Adam do? Oh, what if Eve made this for who it mattered to? What if Eve made apple juice? You gonna do what Adam do? Or say, baby, let's put us back on the tree because we got everything we need. Like bars, okay? So there's a couple of bars, but it's not as. Oh, of course. Church, no, close on Sunday. You my Chick-fil-A. You my number one with the lemonade. Okay, like, okay. All right.
It's like, I see what you did there.
Yeah, okay.
You eat a Chick-fil-A.
Right. You know, but so there wasn't as many bars for my liking, right? But I do feel like for that person who is not a follower of Jesus, that it's enough to get you interested. I think that's the point. You know, it's for a seeker. So if you're looking for God and trying to figure out who He is, you know, He got a song for that called "God Is." You know, He got a song for the hip hop heads. You know, about following God and want God again, and He kind of like brings you. I think He got a song pretty much for everybody.
Yeah.
And King G, and he got a feature with the Clips. We ain't heard a Clip song feature verse with them both together in years, you know, because of No Malice. Shout out to No Malice, you know, giving his life to the Lord too, you know what I mean, and going that way. And so, do I wish those verses would have been harder? I do. Yeah. But again, that's just the hip hop head in me.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of backlash because of his support for Trump, his thoughts on the Republican Party, and a lot of people feel like he's using Jesus and Christianity as a ploy to not only entrap black people, but to get us back on his side because of the antics that he did. Which is understandable. I can see that.
I can see that from the other side. Yeah. Because it's like, all right, you already lost the backing from the black community. And where are we most vulnerable? Church.
Yeah, spiritual.
And I mean, as a business scheme, you're smart as hell for even thinking of that. Yeah. But on the other side, you can't really question someone's journey when it comes to their relationship with God. But as for me, I hope it's genuine. That's the only way I can look at it. Because at the end of the day, God gonna take care of you. Yeah. Okay? Because, you know, at this point, you know, F what we say. Yeah. You know, we all got opinions. He has an opinion. But at the end of the day, you know, our opinions don't really matter. Yeah. And sad to say, it's number one for a reason. Yeah. So he knew people were going to listen to it.
Right. Side note, the chick's name is Nicole Buss, who sings You in Kairos. Go check it out.
Oh, her. Okay, gotcha.
But, yes, you're right. You know, I think that, this is my thoughts. I think that a lot of people who are Christians dislike Ye because of, which is understandable, because, again, his life doesn't match, his words don't match his actions, and what they think is supposed to happen, what you're supposed to do, they put a label on him, or they wanted to disregard him, or think he's crazy. And yes, he may have some mental health issues that need to be addressed as well, right? However, I think that if you are a Christian, then you need to remember what it was like for you to be a new convert. When you was I remember when I, you know, not necessarily when I first came to faith, but when I decided to get serious. Right. You know what I mean? I was overzealous. Yeah. I wanted to save everybody. I thought I could save everybody. I was doing everything. And to this day, I still got that same passion. However, I've grown and I've experienced some things that allowed me to shift and mature more in my faith. I've also got more word in me. You know what I mean? He already said he only halfway read Ephesians. At least he's being honest. You know what I mean? And I think that you don't have to know everything to be able to touch, evangelize, disciple, or even pastor people. You just need to be able to be a little bit further than the people that you're leading. Yeah. And yes, if you are going to choose to take that mantle, know that there are going to be people who are going to be judging you a little harshly. Yes, we know Scripture says that. Scripture also says to love one another, not to judge people for the same measure which you judge, you shall be judged. And don't look at the speck in another person's eye and ignore the plank in your own. Okay? That's what the Scripture says. And I think also, I choose to take the road of Gamaliel, Gamaliel and Acts, all right? When the Pharisees came to Gamaliel and they was like, what we going to do about Peter and John, and they preaching about Jesus and stuff like that, Gamaliel said there was a whole bunch of people who came before who said they was about this life, and they died. You know what I mean? And people fell away. If it's not of God, it's gonna show, and it's gonna be trash. But if it is of God, there's nothing you can do to stop it, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of God. I choose to take that approach. You know what I mean? Jesus also said, for all my Christians and Pharisees out there, that if he ain't against us, he for us. You know what I'm saying? So if thousands and millions of people, because of one man's conversion, is sitting there preaching and evangelizing and telling about Jesus, right? And they're drawing more people to the faith because there are stories where thousands of people are accepting Jesus for the first time. You know what I mean? I'm not granted. I believe that salvation is a process, and I believe he needs to study some more, and he needs to be around people that can really build and grow him. But I think we shouldn't shut him down for what he's doing, because he obviously feels like he has a calling, and instead of us tearing it down, we need to be praying for it and encouraging that God continue to work out his salvation with fear and trembling as he is with us. So I'm all for 5 charts in history if Jesus is king is the reason. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's just my take. You can disagree, drop a comment. If you feel like I'm trash, if you feel like, man, you tired of me advocating for Ye because I've been doing it for years, let me know. I still love you, okay? But at the same time, check yourself. You know what I mean? If you hating on the man for trying to do something that we were called to do and going and making disciples and sharing the gospel with people, and you not doing it yourself, you know what I mean? That's like that's hypocritical. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Shout out to you, Ye. Keep it up. I'm still riding with you. I'm still praying with you. And I hope in the next album it's still going to be genuine and it's going to be dope and even better.
We praying for you.
We praying for you. All right. So now, everybody's favorite time of the show. Top 5, baby. Ooh. All right. So we done came through homecoming season.
Yes, we have.
We had some tips for homecoming season, but since homecoming is over, we must disregard. Hopefully you survived your homecoming. Shout out to all my HBCUs out there in the building.
Delaware State DSU.
Morehouse, the AUC, Spelman, Clark Atlanta University, Morton Brown. What up? Hampton, Tuskegee. You know what I mean?
Why you gotta blow it all? Okay.
Howard.
Keep that same energy. We all HBCUs. Stop it.
Bethune-Cookman. What up? I just don't want anybody watching being like, X, you ain't shot me out. What up? What up? What up? HBCUs. What up?
Just up your tone.
What up? Respect. I got respect for you. All right. All right. But we come into the holidays. I think this might be my favorite holiday.
Really?
Thanksgiving. It might be. But I'm a fat boy, so that's probably why.
I knew it. I know it. I was like, wait, I'm waiting for the shallow reason.
I'm a fat boy, man. I love to eat, dog. And Thanksgiving, and I actually cook too. So Thanksgiving is my time to really yes, I put it down.
Cook what?
I cook everything. All right, son. All right. Yo, you might want to pull up on the kid. Show Brian X in there, Joe.
If I knock on the door, be like, you don't act brand new. Like,
I got you.
Who is that? I don't know.
I'm nice.
There's no room at the table.
I put my fried chicken against anybody. Okay, anybody. Your mama, grandma, on God. All right.
Okay.
Ask about me. Yo, tell them about the kid. All right. Anyway, so we thought about talking about what are top 5 tips to navigate Thanksgiving, right? Top 5 tips to navigating Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Do's and don'ts, ways you need to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Food you need to make right. You know, get whatever you need to get done. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into it. Lex, I'm going to let you start.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to come out. And we're going to go at it. All right, let's go.
All right. So let's see. Number 5.
Okay.
So number 5. You have to, like the week before Thanksgiving, check to see if your favorite cousins are coming.
Okay.
That's a must.
Okay.
It's like, hey, you pulling up?
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than you waiting.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. And it's like, wow, this is about to be trash.
Right, it's about to be trash.
Like, this is about to be trash. Like,
Yes.
we have things to do. We
Right.
got things to talk about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would reach out to any of your family members, cousins, aunts, your favorite uncle, whatever.
Mhm.
Hey, are you pulling up?
Right.
Because I just need to know how I go about my day.
Facts,
how I'm
facts.
going to ride out here.
Facts.
Okay? Number 4. See, now, this is only for a certain kind of people.
Okay.
Like me.
Okay, go ahead.
Have Thanksgiving at somebody else's house. Not
Okay.
your own.
Mm.
Not your own.
Mm.
And I'll tell you why.
Break it down. Break it
Okay.
down.
Because, one, I don't like everybody all up in my house all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Because then people start looking through stuff, people start
Yeah.
touching things, and it's
Yeah.
like, hey, what happened to...
Yeah.
Has anybody seen it? And you just have family members, I haven't seen it. No, breaking stuff, that's
Yeah.
another thing. And then at the end, you got to clean all that up.
Mhm.
All of it. At least when you're at somebody else's house, you take all the leftovers you need, go home, go right to your clean house,
Yeah.
hit the bed, and it's over.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure, like growing up, did you have Thanksgiving at your house?
I think a couple of times.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Did you have to clean up after?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Did you ever try to like sneak out or just try to like make yourself low key and then your mom's like, come here, you need to help me put this away.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, damn.
And that adds at least a good hour to
Right.
get whatever plan you
And
got.
even the preparation for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, like mothers, for instance, be on one
Yeah.
Thanksgiving morning.
They do.
They don't want you in the kitchen. If you're gonna be in the kitchen, you're helping out.
Right,
Y'all gonna be
right.
in the kitchen, shut the hell up,
Right.
or just make sure your room is clean, even though you're like,
Right.
ain't nobody gonna be
It
up
don't-
there.
it don't matter.
It don't matter.
It
This
don't
is
matter.
my house.
Yeah, right.
Clean it. So it's just a stressful day.
Yeah.
You know, at
Yeah.
least that day, if you're going over somebody else's house, just make sure you're ready on time so
Right.
you can all leave on
Right.
time, beat
Yeah.
traffic. That's only the battle.
Yeah.
But the whole day at your house is the battle.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
really can't avoid anything.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't even really be comfortable in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
house for real
Yeah.
because you have to, make sure everybody's good. Hey,
Facts.
everybody got their drink, everybody got
Facts.
this, everybody got that.
Facts.
Because, hospitality.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm, not hospitable. But it's like, damn, this is a holiday for me
Right,
too. I'm
right,
trying to chill.
Right.
It's
right.
like, no. Wait till everybody else eats and then you go for yours.
Yeah.
For real? We doing, at least in my house, it's like,
Yeah.
we doing that?
Yeah.
I can't eat, I'm a lady. Alexis,
Yeah.
they're guests.
Right.
Oh.
Excuse me.
They family, they're not even guests. What you mean?
Right. They live down the street.
They live
Relax.
down the street. Oh,
Relax.
but go off, sis. So
Right.
I would just recommend anybody out there, if you feel like your family wants to have it at their house or at the place that you currently
Mhm.
live in, try to push them like, hey, why don't we go here?
Yeah,
Why don't
yeah.
you suggest other places? Because
Yeah.
it can be stressful and not even really be a holiday
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So let's see. Number 3.
Mhm.
Try to avoid these questions.
Okay.
And you know the questions that I'm talking about.
Oh, let's
If
get
you're-
into it.
If you're
Let's
in
get into
college,
it. Let's get into
if
it.
they ask you how's college, I just say it's going great. I'm making new friends. I'm
Yeah.
striving out there.
Mhm.
If they're asking how are your classes, they're doing great. I'm
Mhm.
striving. There's
That's
really
generic.
nothing they can
Keep
say
it
about
basic.
that.
Keep it basic.
Keep it basic. The more detail you give them, the more like holes you're gonna find. And they're like,
Mhm.
oh, but what happened to? I thought you were majoring this. I'm striving.
Right.
Oh, you switched majors? Yes, but I'm striving.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's really no rebuttal to that.
It's dang near your I
Like,
plead the fifth.
Pretty much. It's
yeah.
like you saying stuff without saying
Saying-
too much.
right.
You know what I'm saying? If they ask you,
You're saying something, but you ain't saying nothing at all.
and if they ask you, where's your man?
I'm striving.
I'm striving. Or, no, but this is my favorite. And when somebody's like, why are you still single? How come you got a man? Listen, auntie, God says it's just not my turn.
Not God.
No, it's not. It's not my turn yet.
It's not like
It's not my turn yet. Even like when I try to skip the line, and he be giving me jokes. So
Yeah.
it's like he pushes me back a
It
little
ain't my
bit.
time yet.
You
baby.
know, but I'm striving.
I'm sorry.
That's really all you can say.
Well, I'm
That's
striving,
or you
dude.
can be like, good question. Let me ask you one though.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, try to flip it on them.
Ah.
Try to flip it on them.
See, some people come off like that's disrespectful. Though. Be like, but where's your man? Like,
For real.
they-
But the thing is, some like the ones
You
in
gotta
my
know-
family, they got a man. So it's
Yeah.
like I can't even rebuttal with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, so come on.
Right,
There's
right.
nobody here for Thanksgiving to see you.
right.
I'm striving out
That's
here.
right. I'm
I ain't got time for that. I'm striving. You know, I got bills to pay.
Mm.
You know, I got church tomorrow.
I
Like,
feel
no,
you.
come on. Like, he'll
feel
find
you.
me.
I
He'll
feel
find
you.
me. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So, if anything, just answer it as simply as possible.
Mhm.
Things are going great. I am striving. Even if you're struggling.
They don't even know.
In the end, you're going to strive anyway.
Right.
Okay, And then, you know, some family members get a little too in your business.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, this is why I don't follow family members on social media. Because, this guy commented on your picture with the tongue out. What that means?
I don't know.
I don't know. And it's like, you gotta know, you just gotta play it. I don't even see that.
Yo, wait.
Dang,
Oh, man.
I gotta ask him about. I don't even know, Auntie. Thank you for bringing it to my attention because I don't allow that type of stuff on my Instagram. Thank you. I didn't even see that. That's crazy. That was posted 3 weeks ago. I did not even see. Because I'm not even on the gram like that.
Because I'm striving.
I'm striving out here. I just post a picture and go about my life striving. Okay.
There you go. What's your number one?
My number one. Okay. This is my number one. Because I'm a fat girl too, okay? At least in my family, they are greedy as well. They are greedy. So, before it gets too hot in the kitchen, have at least 2 to-go plates hidden for yourself. Because there's nothing worse. Because, you know, at least my mother, she's very hospitable. Take all you want. They will really take all you want. Like me, if I'm over somebody's house and they're like, Lex, take all you want, say less. I'm going in. Even though I try to be a little considerate, but if you say, no, take all you can. All I can say less. Pop the trunk. We filling this bitch. Okay? No, but that's just me though. That's just me. So I know how my family is. And then when they bring guests that I don't know, I don't know how hospitable they are. I don't know how considerate they are. So to save face, I take my favorite dishes and put them to the side somewhere. Because there was Thanksgiving of 2009. The fact that I remember, I was hurt. I was hurt because I'm a rib girl. I love ribs. Okay, so we made ribs that year, and everybody was just taking them. But I'm like, oh, okay, there's still like 3 racks left. I'm good. And I had some for myself, and we actually sat down for dinner. And then my mom's supposed to be like, relax, there'll be some left, relax. And then I went into the kitchen, you know, everyone's leaving. Then mom was like, oh yeah, take all the, whoa, what you doing? What you doing? And my mom's like, Alexis, relax, they're guests, let them get what they want. Okay, let me not be that one. And she's like, did you even cook it? It's funny how you have so much to say, you didn't even cook it. You're right, I'll fall back.
Oh, excuse me.
Right?
Excuse me.
I'm like, ugh. You know what, you're right. You're right, I'll relax. Now it's like midnight. Pretty much everybody's out the house. Okay, time to get my 3rd plate for the night. Ain't my where the ribs. Oh my, did they take all of it?
What you mean?
But you told me to relax? Yo, I would be so hurt. Like, I didn't even clean the kitchen with her. I was like, no, I'm on strike. It's like, no. You betrayed me first. You betrayed me first. You told me to relax. And all I said was, hey, like, can you just monitor my share? So, advice to anyone out there, if you know your family is greedy, always put at least 2 plates to the side for yourself. And hide them. Don't put it like on the counter because somebody, oh, I thought this was my, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. So please be prepared. Hide your stuff. Take all the portions you can and hide it, and then you can have your own. So you won't be disappointed like I was in 2009.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm still hurt by
Lex,
that.
I see. Thank you so much for your tip.
No,
all right.
I'm triggered.
Let's get into it. Number 5. Come up with a plan. Come up with a plan. People that don't plan to fail, okay?
You're talking to a majority amount of people.
People who don't plan to fail. Here's why, right? Because Thanksgiving Day will come. You may have expectations of what you thought the day is going to be. But if you're in a relationship with somebody or you're going with your family or whatever, they got other plans as well. You know what I mean? And so you all need to communicate and say, hey, let's go over the plan of the day of so there's no confusion, no issues,
you ain't looking at me funny.
Right. You know what I mean? If you're going to be hopping from house to house, you need to know if you got somebody riding with you. Look, we ain't gonna be here all day. We're gonna get in and scoop our plates and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're gonna be at one spot, you gotta know. All right, this is the spot we're gonna go to. Prepare your mind, get everything right. Come up with a plan.
Especially if you're doing a food tour.
Because yo, you might get there. You might be banking on other people eat, and then what if they food not good? What if they ain't got no food? What if they went to somebody else's house and you just sitting here assuming they're gonna be there? Nah, B. Mm-hmm. Come up with a plan.
Definitely.
4. If you are not cooking, stay away from the vibes that are created by the cook.
Oof. Ooh, child.
Let me tell you.
Why you talking so loud, bro?
Yo, I'm the cook in my family.
Mm-hmm.
Let me correct that because I know my wife is.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
But she knows I am the primary cook.
Okay.
She can cook as well.
Right.
But on Thanksgiving,
I'm kinging this.
I am kinging over the food. Okay. Now my wife is my sous chef. You know what I mean?
Got you.
She'll peel me off some sweet potatoes. You know what I mean? I'll cut them up. You know what I mean? Wash the green. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you really get in there.
I really
washing
get in
the greens.
Washing green,
okay.
Making sure the vinegar's right. We getting in. But I like to set the mood. It's all day. I know I'm gonna be cooking until at least 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Things take time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm going to the store. You know what I mean? The day of, which may not be bad. So maybe a tip, a little side note is that if you're going to be cooking, you might want to go the day before or 2 days to get prepared because sometimes there's a scarcity at the grocery store because everybody would have done party.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, this is number 4, and then I'm gonna go back to vibes. Vibes is number 3. 4, go to the grocery store ahead of time because nothing is worse than standing in the self-checkout line that is wrapped around the corner. And you need one key ingredient like Cajun turkey legs or turkey wings, and they not there because you waited to the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta feed 50 people and you only got one bag of greens. Like you know what I mean?
One pan.
One pan. You wildin'. Okay, you didn't follow step number 5. You didn't come up with a plan. And 4, you wasn't prepared. Okay, so make sure you go to the grocery store ahead of time to make sure you get your groceries. Now number 3, going back to the vibes, right? Mm-hmm. I like to create a vibe in the house.
Yeah.
I'm playing my music. I'll even instead of playing my Brooklyn, joint. I'll put on some old school, we listening to Motown all day. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Christmas music yet.
Right.
It's still like, you know what I mean? And I'm blasting it loud, you know what I mean? If you don't want to be in that type of environment, go to another room. Get out. Go. Go find something to do, whatever like that, because the cook needs his environment right. You gotta put the love and the soul in the food. You know what I mean? You gotta put the soul in the food.
It's all in the wrist.
It's all in the wrist. If I don't sprinkle it, right, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't seasoning it to the T,
because we can taste it like,
you didn't.
Slacked.
Or if you distract me while I'm trying to make the yams.
You got into an argument, you made this time.
Right. This wasn't. I didn't feel no love in this joint. It's gonna be all bad. All right. So if you not with the vibes, get out. Right. Number 2, I'm gonna have to go with what you said with the plates, man. For those fathers, I'm gonna speak to the fathers. Fathers who are like me, who's a fat boy. I prepare my plate way in advance. Mm-hmm. Way. See that I said my plate.
Selfish.
My plate by myself. I got my wings, my yams, my greens, my rolls, my rice. Okay?
Yeah.
Mine. This year, I'm going to try to be better. I need to prepare a family plate.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or 2. On top of my plate.
Okay.
Because people are greedy.
Yeah.
They will take everything.
Yeah.
And you need to go and do an inventory round while people are watching the game.
Yep.
They drinking the
Just
Crown.
check.
Having, like, hey, did you eat? Do you need to eat? Because there's nothing worse than going on Black Friday and you are hungry, but you didn't prepare and you didn't get no plate. So you go in the fridge and you're like, I ain't got
nothing. I don't even have energy.
I ain't got nothing.
No fuel to stand on these lines.
And you can't call the person's house.
Oh no,
that you was at because the food is gone.
Who
the
is?
food is gone. It's gone.
New holiday. Who is?
It's gone.
Sorry.
So make sure that you have gotten your stash in a bag. Go put it in the car so you don't forget it. And you could be good on at least Friday. And if you know what you're doing, maybe even Saturday. Mm-hmm. After Saturday, Thanksgiving food's not going to be good anymore.
Yeah.
You don't want
Let
it.
it go. Let it go.
Let that joint
we
rock.
have next year.
We have, okay. Number one. Know who you're bringing to Thanksgiving.
Child, that'd be the worst.
Let's break this down. Let's break this down, okay? Family is an important part of everybody's life.
No matter what kind of family you have.
No matter what kind of family. And family keeps track of your life because they've known you since you were born.
Yes, and they keep it real, too real.
They don't have filters.
Mm-hmm.
There's no forgiveness, no grace, nothing. They're coming to you with the full court press. And they're coming with whoever you decided to bring with the full court press.
Mm-hmm.
So you all need to know, or at least you need to know, and the person who you're with needs to know what you all are before you get there. But they ain't gonna hit you with the same question at least 5 different ways.
Yep.
And they gonna see if whether or not you BSing them or not.
If you stutter.
If you stutter, if you
don't look
blink,
them in the eye.
if you blink wrong, they're gonna be like,
He trash.
She ain't it.
Nah, I don't think. She's not the one for you. I'm sorry.
If you don't see yourself having a future with this woman or man, do not bring them to Thanksgiving. I don't care if they ain't got family. I don't care if they ain't got friends.
Sheesh.
I don't care. You better goddamn whip up a separate plate. You better have you a little Friendsgiving by yourself.
Just,
you know what I mean?
Just drive
the Uber Eats that drive. You know what I'm saying? Yo, churches all day. Yo, my church gonna have some food to give away. You better go find one of them joints and tell them like, yo, pull up here, okay? Because if you don't want to be that guy or that girl,
because you will be talked about
every year. It's a new person, and she's just a friend. Oh, she's just a friend. She's just a friend.
Okay.
How long this friend? Then the worst, because your family again, they ain't got no sense. They gonna call her by the other girl's name. What happened to Lisa?
Ooh.
Lisa.
Isn't that the girl? And then look, y'all just started some whole other shit.
Now you in some awkward situation because again you didn't follow step number 5.
Thanksgiving just became Judgment Day. Thanks. Thank you.
Then you're gonna try to make us some excuse like, yo, we gotta go Black Friday shopping. We gotta get up out of here. You know what I mean? Like, yo, know who you bringing. If she or he ain't it, don't bring them. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth the drama at Thanksgiving. It definitely ain't worth the drama in the car or on the phone or texting. Like, how could you? You know, a relationship is severed now just because you trying to bless somebody with a plate. It ain't worth it.
And another thing.
What up?
Okay. For anybody who is bringing somebody to Thanksgiving, you have to give them the rundown of how to act in your house.
Yeah.
Or in whoever family
that's real.
house. Hey, even on the drive there. Or even if, hey, I'ma just drop by.
Yeah.
No, we're FaceTiming. We're gonna go over it.
Yeah.
Hey, when you step foot in this, you say hello to everybody.
Everybody.
And even the random nigga in the corner.
Yo.
That I don't know.
Yo.
You say hello, shake his hand, give a hug, vice versa.
Yo.
You say hello. You make yourself known.
Yeah.
That, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's real.
Don't be on your phone either.
Yo, I'm married to Nigerians, right? When I say with the S, because when you get married, you married to the whole squad, the whole tribe. Okay? Yo, I remember, it wasn't even Thanksgiving. It was just me just being introduced. My wife was like, look, go say hello to my grandma. Go say hello to my father. Say hello. Go say hello. Every time I walk in the house, hello. Hey, how you doing? Speak. Yep. You know what I mean? They don't play that because
they watching you.
They watching. You don't want to come off disrespectful. Mm-hmm. Another thing to get, now this is for married people. Still with number 1, with like know what food you bring in and what food you need to or not need to. Like, again, I have a Nigerian, so I cook the American food for me and whoever else wants some American food.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole nother Nigerian spread. We put it all out at the same time. You get what you need, you know what I mean? But if I ain't know that, you know what I'm saying? I could be just cooking my little wings and stuff for myself.
Right.
Now, they ain't got no wings. They look at me like, yo, how selfish could you be?
You
know what I mean?
Like, that's who you brought to
right.
my
That's
house.
who you brought.
Right.
The person who only cook wings for himself, like, you know what I mean? Like, no. Know who you bring. And if you're doing a Friendsgiving, contribute. I don't care if it's the cups.
And no, we are not cash apping the date.
Right, no.
We're not doing that. No, I got you when we all get there. No, you are cash apping me the day prior.
If you know, you need to assign somebody the planner, god dang, and figure out what dishes we bring, because the last thing you need is chips and salsa on Thanksgiving, okay?
Tacky
chips. that is not Thanksgiving. That's not a Thanksgiving meal, all right? Hopefully, this holiday season, you would have listened to us and you would have survived your Thanksgiving. If not, go back and rewind. Go follow the 5 steps from me and Lex. All right. And if you got some comments, you got some things that you like, drop a comment below. Always follow us at Crowns Up Pod, CROWNSUPPOD on all social media. Make sure that you share, subscribe. We're trying to get our YouTube followers up. So make sure you share it, send to people. Let's make this stuff go viral. Let people know. And if you want to be on the show, hit me up, slide in the DM, whatever like that. And yeah, Lex, you enjoy yourself?
I always enjoy myself.
Yo,
this is a great conversation.
Definitely.
We have these conversations all the time. It's just not recorded.
Facts. So Lex, if they trying to shoot their shot and they want to bring,
why can't somebody just want to bring business?
They want to bring business, but they also might want to, take you to Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
No.
What they gonna do?
I'll let them know now. I am not ready for that. I'm striving in other places. I am not going to strive at your Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm striving.
I'm not doing that.
Yo.
Appreciate it though, but maybe next year. Next year, because I gotta figure out mine first.
Right. Yeah.
Because this is my first legit Thanksgiving. In Atlanta, so
right.
I gotta figure out how I'm about to move.
Hey, there you go. So if they want to get in contact with you or whatever like that, what they gotta do?
All right, just follow me at Alexis_Regine. That's Alexis with 3 S's on Instagram.
All right, and as always, if you want to holler at me, it's Professor X, PROFEZZORX. If you want to get that mix, if you want to get more content, if you want to host, DJ, MC, whatever you need, you holler at the kid, all right? As always, we appreciate you watching the Crowns Up Podcast, the best place to get your info on faith, hip-hop, and culture. As always, keep it crown fit. We'll keep your soul lit, all right? Be blessed. I love you. It's X. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Later.